join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Philadelphia Eagles. One in the books. Who's going to stand out here? Very important week for some. Week 2 of the preseason, and we're off on EA Sports. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the veteran, still going, former Super Bowl MVP, comeback player of the year in 2023. It's Joe Flacco.
Judging by our conversations with the coaches, Mike, I think it's a pretty safe bet. We won't be seeing a lot of this guy. I think what they're trying to do is just get him under center, knock off some of the rust of the offseason, and get him a couple live reps before he starts in week 1. At the end of the day, you just can't replicate this style of live action in practice. So whether you're an established veteran like him or a young quarterback, these reps in the preseason are invaluable.
It is a big play for the Browns. 45 yards. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, give to Ford. And he fought through one tackle, stayed on his feet, but they get him down. It's no gain. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 9.
At the Eagles' 25-yard line.
Now Flacco. He'll get this complete to Jerry Jeudy. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
A gain of 12.
They'll run a toss play, and it's Ford. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Flacco to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. 7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Down, Dustin Hopkins now for the Browns field goal. This from 40 yards out. Hopkins' kick is good, and the Browns are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Jackson now to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he shows up with strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him.
The ball comes out. The Browns have it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense ready to possess the football for the second time. That's Goddard in motion. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. He'll mark him down just shy of the 40. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Barkley. Good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to carry that ball loosely, and it is out. The Browns say they have it, and they do. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball, and the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
The Browns offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. We'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 32.
This give to Ford, heading right. And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Flacco. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, Cleveland.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Extra point up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns move further out in front. It is now 17-0. This one taken at the 7. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, it's been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith.
Number 6, Devontae Smith. It's a gain of 3. Brings up
3rd, they need 8. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. throw on the run is complete. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. Here comes the Eagles punt team. Back deep for the Browns, it's DeAndre Carter. There you see Kevin Stefanski, twice NFL Coach of the Year. His Browns begin their next possession. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. That's caught. It's Jerome Ford. And he'll be out of bounds here, and it's only a gain of a yard. Here's Flacco to throw. Now, here comes the screen to Ford. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. They'll have to pick it up on 3rd down. Trying to fight Liddy, see if he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run with 4. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And the Eagles recover the football.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
The Eagles offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start really in field goal territory already, but they're looking for more. Offense got it 1st and 10. On play action, here's Hurts. That's taken in left side by Smith. And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds.
Smith out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Now the screens. He's hit after the catch and the ball comes free. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
He'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that.
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Jordan Davis. He had 2 sacks in the preseason opener and adds another one for good measure.
Well, as they face this possible 3 and out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
And this drive is over before it can start. Swallowed up to force 4th down.
And now he's just single-handedly taking over this drive, Mike. I mean, they better find a way to neutralize him before he does more damage. Get more bodies on him, take the protection to him. Either way, just get him blocked.
So on 4th down, the lefty Corey Bojorquez to punt for Cleveland, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. There you see Kevin Stefanski, twice NFL Coach of the Year. His Browns begin their next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Burks to the end, under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. The rookie out of Michigan, Mason Graham, in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Quick throw on the RPO to Goddard. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
That's Goddard in motion. On 3rd down, here's Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground. A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
10 at the 30-yard line.
Man in motion is Smith. On 1st down, it's Hurts. That's caught by Dillon. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's a short one, caught by Goddard. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
That's good.
That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
1-yard line.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
He's got it at the 3. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So a little extra time to think about this 3rd and goal as we've hit the end of the 1st. 17-0, the early score. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the 2nd quarter. Half yard, that's all they need on this 3rd and goal. As we are ready, Jalen Hurts, touchdown Eagles. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a 1-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here at the break.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. DeAndre Carter on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Browns offense about ready to take over once more. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. Quick throw taken in by Judy. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Throwing, Flacco. That one complete to Johnson. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Here's Flacco. Right back to Johnson. He's got it again. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
And the Browns first down.
They give it, and it's 4. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 7.
Now Flacco. That'll be taken in by 4. 3rd and 2. Here we go.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first down. It's 4. That'll be a first down. A gain of 10.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Again, it's 4. And this time they are ready for throws for a loss. And it's second down.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. To throw is Flacco. A quick slant into the hands of Johnson. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up first and goal.
First and goal, Cleveland.
They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Flacco. That one taken in. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown Browns. His second touchdown of this first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jackson now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Eagles offense ready to come back out for this next possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Man in motion is Brown. A 2nd down throw for Hurts. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. 3rd and long.
On the coverage defensively.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And that is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it's going to lead to 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. A fair catch. He's going to call it, take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Browns offense and Joe Flacco getting ready for the next possession. The drive starts with a carry by Ford. Trying to bounce that one outside, but only to be able to get back to the original line of scrimmage. Flacco to throw. Going deep downfield for Judy. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Having a dominant pass rush so often translates to wins. But that's hardly been the case here, Mike, and they're able to add another sack to their total before half, and that's great. But somehow they still find themselves trailing, and that's the only thing that matters.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now. He'll punt for the second time, looking to hit another good one. And no return on this one. Fair catch signaled for and take. The Eagles offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
That's good for an Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A first down throw for Hurts. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
It's covered by Denzel Ward.
Hurts working in the pistol. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Quick slant into the hands of Smith. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense there, stopping them short on 3rd down. Brings up 4th, but Mike, honestly, I don't think there's much decision to be made. He's got to keep his offense out there. They need to come away with points. Find themselves down multiple scores in this one. They're going to have to maximize these possessions.
And he's going to have the Eagles' first down. That'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hurts again. Open receiver is Dotson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
15 yards.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
One of the tight ends motions right. Here's Barkley. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
Man in motion is Brown. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He'll get this out wide. And he couldn't get free along the sideline. He's out of bounds, no gain, and it sets up 4th down. next kick is good. And the Eagles are back within 2 scores.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Here's Flacco to throw. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and for the defense that can run to the ball,
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
what an unbelievable performance by this pass rush to start this game. And then on the flip side of things, I'm not sure if things could get any worse for this offensive line. I mean, they've got to figure something out, and they've got to do it in a hurry because they are completely outmatched right now at the moment.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Man in motion is Smith. On 1st down, it's Hurts. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
Number 6, Smith. A 5-yard gain.
Here comes 2nd and 4.
2nd down at the 45-yard line.
To throw is Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up
Now Hurts. He's got his man. It's Smith. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clocks as well.
for an Eagles 1st down.
He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
A run with Barkley. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
34-yard line.
Hurts to the air on 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
16-yard line.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Now he'll run. And he's in! Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Makes the score Browns 24, Eagles 17.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll be forced to just throw that one away.
Decisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. Throwing, Flacco. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down. He'll drop to throw. A ball deep for the end zone. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. Dustin Hopkins on now for the field goal. And this, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here is Anias Smith. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin then. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
There you see Kevin Stefanski, twice NFL Coach of the Year. His Browns begin their next possession. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. Here comes the rookie, Quinshawn Judkins. And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7. Looks like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down. Jawan Jones guilty of the infraction. A second down throw for Pickett. Mitchell, off a tremendous rookie season, comes on the rush that time and makes the big play.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front.
Over Ottoman, a crash, and he lost the football. And the defense comes up with a big turnover. Maybe this will turn this game around. The defense comes up with a play in the red zone. Those active hands get to the quarterback, knock it out, and they come up with the recovery.
Mike, we see this from time to time down here when an offense is operating in the red zone. The field shrinks, coverage gets a little bit tighter, quarterbacks tend to hold the ball a little too long, and that's exactly what came back to bite them right here.
From the 25, they'll go to work, 1st and 10. They'll go play action with McCord. That'll be batted away, incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run with the Clemson drive. This is Will Shipley. And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's McCord. That is caught by Bryant. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd down.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun is McCord. That's to the left side in the hands of Bryant. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
A gain of 9.
Operating over Ottoman, a flash, and he lost the football. The Browns have it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
17.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the 2nd half. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. There you see Kevin Stefanski, twice NFL Coach of the Year. His Browns begin their next possession. The lead is 17 as it is 1st and 10. And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's 2nd down.
32-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Out of the shotgun, it's McCord. Pass over the middle to Calcaterra. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker and find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A play fake. They'll throw with McCord. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. Out of the gun, McKee. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Marshall is on the move. On 4th down, McKee. That's taken in, and he will have the 1st down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the 3rd quarter. They convert on 4th down. Off play action, it's McKee. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
McCord to throw here on 2nd. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's McKee. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And taken. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. From the 25, here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Judkins. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
He finds Bell. That's caught. It's a gain of 12 there. It's a Browns 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Browns.
really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
And it's third down.
The gun is Pickett. This is intercepted. Picked up by Cooper DeJean. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge pass to cut into the deficit.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back-end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
The Eagles offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a first down. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 11. Good for an Eagles first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's McKee. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
McKee. Oh, a loose football. No turnover here. Was the Guards able to get the football, get on it to keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Browns offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run by Judkins. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up second
down. Pickett. He's got the rookie 3rd-round pick, Dillon Gabriel. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. From the gun, a give to Judkins. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. Second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Pickett now on play action. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield.
A gain of 12. First down, Browns.
Pickett throwing here on 1st and 10. There's a screen set up for Judkins. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 3.
They'll go play action with Pickett. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Azeez Ojulari. He had 2 sacks the preseason opener and adds another one for good measure.
You can tell that all these hits, Mike, they're starting to add up. He just doesn't look comfortable. His eyes aren't downfield. You can see his feet aren't settled. When you get sacked this many times in a game, it's kind of hard to blame him, but he's definitely feeling it.
It is 3rd and long. kick. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
The Browns getting their punting team out there as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and they come out to the 20-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Not much there. Maybe a yard. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. EA Sports back for more. The NFL preseason after this. Second down, 8 yards to go. Back to throw is McKee. That's going to be caught by Gray. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up...
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seat he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. Nope. Nick Sirianni thought about it, and he wants another look. He has thrown the challenge flag. What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right, but it only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be. So this winds up to be a very smart decision to throw the challenge flag. They remeasure, and this indeed will become a 1st down. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now McKee.
38-yard line.
That's to the sideline and hauled in by Smith. A couple of 1st downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. Now it's McKee. Here's a screen set up to Williams. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. From the 46, here's 2nd down and a yard.
At the 46-yard line.
Man in motion is Smith. To the air again, McKee. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. It's been 2 weeks and 2 strong performances in this preseason so far. The backup's going to try to finish things off here. They'll run the toss here with Judkins. And he fought through 1 tackle, stayed on his feet, but they get him down. It's no gain. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Now here's a keeper on this own read. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down, Cleveland.
And the Browns 1st down.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. from the 41. Here's 2nd and 4. They run it once more with Judkins. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. 3rd down, they need 5. From the shotgun, here's Pickett. And the rush gets home. Hill goes down. They got him.
He has to do a better job identifying where the pressure is coming from, like before the ball is snapped. He's got to get this ball out of his hand, to his outlet, to his hot receiver. But then once he senses the pressure, he kind of panics, and it's an easy sack, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Eagles offense ready for this next possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. That one pulled in by Bryant. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup.
Throwing is McKee. Pass is caught by Gray, right side. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
10 yards. That's good for an Eagles.
They'll motion the tight end Smith.
At the 36-yard line.
On 1st and 10, McKee. There's a throw right side taken by Bryant. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd down at the 38-yard line.
Throwing again is McKee. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Malik Collins in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down.
And it just continues to be a recurring problem. I mean, even the balls he's been able to get out of his hand have come from a cloudy pocket. And listen, I know he's a guy that can make some plays when he's on the move, but at some point, you have to be able to be in rhythm and deliver the ball on time.
Open man, and that's Bryant. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Open receiver is Marshall. He's got it. And he's going to have the Eagles 1st down, and it's a big letdown there defensively. Somehow they allow them to convert on 4th and long. He'll carry that ball loosely, and it is out. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Out of the gun, McKee. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
He'll look to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's gonna get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there, but that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball.
Nowhere to go. He's gonna be taken down. Malik Collins getting through there to to drop him for a loss of 6.
And it's really been their inability of the offensive line to keep the quarterback upright. And it's a big reason why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
Gray brought in motion. Now they'll settle to throw. This defense pinning their ears back, coming to get him again. Malik Collins getting in for the sack, and now it's going to be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, here's McKee. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down. The Browns offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. They run straight ahead with Judkins. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 20. It's a Browns 1st down. Up the middle goes Judkins here, and he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. Going to get it on the zone read. Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3. It is 3rd and 10.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun is Pickett. Quick hitting slant there. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Cleveland.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Browns.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Judkins. And he's able to fight through 1 tackle here, pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
A run, and here comes Judkins. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain. It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win for the visiting Cleveland Browns. That second win here in week 2. And And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.